Serious earlier, Stefan Marsh down the inside of Scott Tolan, and he gets the move done to get down the inside of Stefan Marsh. There, and he tries again, and he hits Stefan Marsh. Tolan tags him. Marseille, first place, Stefan Marsh.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Focus. We are at Croft. We have been here about an hour. Had a little walk around because we've never been here before, just setting up and stuff. One hell of a drive up here for us. I think it took us just short of 7 hours, 6.5, 7 hours, roasting hot, aircon packed up in the van. So same with Jay's, was packed up as well. So absolutely roasting for the both of us. Sat in traffic, lovely it was. Yeah, we're just setting up, getting some bits and bobs done. The gazebo's on, car's out, so that's it. I love in the van. Jay set up his little bed, tyres, barbecue. Elliot's here. Say hi, Elliot.
Hey mate.
How's your little abode?
Do you like my my innings, my grot?
Tent in the weeds.
Oh, it's great, mate. Done a bit of debushing, set the tent up. It's gonna be mint. It's gonna be the Hilton of Croft.
It's gonna be Hilton and a sweat box at the same time. Jay's little setup. He's some random mattress thing that fits across the front. Yeah, across the front of the van. Hey?
Oh, best night's sleep.
He absolutely loves it. Obviously, I'm in the van with a full-on bed, but it's roasting in there. So yeah, so tonight we're just chilling, cut the beers. I didn't sort the practice out for the start tomorrow, so we haven't got practice. Scrutineering's not till 1:30 and qualifying's not till 2:30, so we got quite a bit of time to chill and sort some bits out and all the rest of it. So it's going to be a hot one. The weather for the weekend's 30+ degrees all weekend, so it's going to be lovely in the race suit. So we'll see how we get on. Brought the hards. I didn't bother putting the Tyre Tech Goodyear wets on the wheels because there's no rain this weekend, so I haven't got round to doing that yet. I need to put them on. I need to transport because I don't like putting straps around the slip. Left it on the hards because obviously the temperature's up and we'll probably just trash some mediums in no time, so I left it on the hards for now. And plus I've got to learn the track because I've never been around here before, so I don't want to learn the track and then try and sort the setup. I roughly know where we need to be on the hards. So before we turn in for the night, Nick said unfortunately he couldn't make it this round. Well, we thought that wasn't acceptable enough, so this is a more gorgeous version of Nick that we've brought with us today to make sure that he's still here with us on a race weekend. Say hi to gorgeous Nick.
He's got his beer.
What do you think of gorgeous Nick, guys?
He's beautiful. He's a bit birthday suity, but you know.
It's a little bit birthday suity, but there we go. Never mind, eh? So
First time his head's not burnt.
true. It's not sunburnt for once, and he's not as loud as annoying, eh? But he's got a beer in his hand because Nick's not man enough to drink beer, but this Nick is. So you'll see him dotted about all weekend. Enjoy that. Morning all, welcome to a Saturday at Croft for qualifying day. We've had a bit of breakfast. It's getting absolutely roasting already. It's 10 to 10, sweating. Elliot and Jay are just starting to go through the car, just double checking all the bits and bobs, put the transponder on, change the tyres and all that, and then we're mosey down to scrutineering. Get it through that, and then qualifying's not till this afternoon. So yeah, not much to report at the moment. Nick is having a little rest in the roof. There he is, bless him. It's getting a bit hot out here, so we'll put him up. But yeah, let's go see. Good morning to your fans, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
All ready for a warm day of qualifying.
Very warm day.
It's beautiful. You can't moan. It's lovely.
You can't moan. We always we moan when it's raining, but it's hot. Then typical British, too hot, isn't it? You know, it's alright. It's just absolutely roasting. So yeah, we just go through the car, check all the usual stuff. Obviously, Jay will just go through the car for a peace of mind for himself, so he knows what's what. And then we're head out for qualifying this afternoon. So I'll catch you in a bit. Right, guys. So it's almost go time. We're just waiting for the Fun Cup to finish, then the Audis are qualifying, and then we're up. So I'm shortly going to put the sweatsuit on and head out for qualifying. So I'll be handing the camera over to the boys, see what footage we get, and I'll catch you from inside the car.
Steph's ready. All the Fords are ready for qualifying. It's nice and warm. All ready to go. Should be a good first run at Croft. See how it goes.
Well safe, mate. Well safe. Whoa. His heart's going now.
Yep, shout out to the James Allen boys for giving us a lift back to what we call home. It's all good fun, isn't it?
In the back of a van. It's warm enough outside as it is.
It's very hot.
It's flaming boiling in there. Woo!
Right guys, so we're back in from qualifying. As you can see, car is a little dusty. Mega track, it's great fun that. We were pretty committed around there. Had a good couple of laps, just getting the feel of it. Then went for a few push laps, and then trying to go flat through them chicanes, which I managed on one of the laps. And then I was going to again for the next lap, and then unfortunately going down to Tower, I believe. For some reason the brake pedal went a bit long, and then I had a lock up. So then I thought I better call everything off, because it is roasting it. Call everything off for a lap and then go for another lap. So I had a cool down lap and then went for another lap. And then going through that chicane, I think I may have let the rears cool down a bit too much, and then maybe too much curve and got a bit too much bounce. I just lost the back end. Tried to save it, overcorrected, got it on the grass, and then round she went. And then I thought I'd come in after that, double check it was right, and that was the end of the session anyway. So yeah, I think we've got 136. I think we're third in class, and then 3 of us anyway. I'm not too sure where we are overall, but you know, it's a good start for tomorrow. So I've never been here before, so we'll Chris has got the ice creams in, so we go get an ice cream, and yeah, let's see what we can do tomorrow. I've just realised I broke the splitter. There's Bizzle. Say hi, Biz, to your fans.
Hi everyone. I've probably got ice cream around my face.
Ice cream! See you later.
So, done qualifying. Just coming back in now, doing a bit of a shakedown, checking everything. And Nick's busy working away under the car. Making sure everything's tickety-boo. Giving us all the necessary love the car needs for tomorrow.
Steph B-roll action.
Many people working for me though.
There you go. Feels like a true professional.
I feel like this on a cricket now.
Got a media man,
Yeah.
cleaning lady. Hi Del. Powerhouse.
Tiny powerhouse.
No trip coming from there now. Top man, check the other one.
Getting really good at that. Side exit exhaust, baby.
Good morning guys, it is Sunday, it is race day. Not sure how much footage we got last night, but we just went through the car, obviously after my spin, so obviously we broke the splitter. But we re-bled the brakes because they haven't been bled for a little while, it's got some fresh fluid in them. Just because I had that little moment on the brake pedal, we thought we'd just change it, just to be on the safe side. Went through the car, it's all pretty good, everything's still tight. Give it a clean, not really much to report really, it's all okay. So we're just chilling out. There's nothing happening until gone 12, and then we're not out till 1:30, so all morning just to chill out really. We'll put the barbie back on in a minute and get some sausages on. But yeah, no, so it's a bit cloudier currently, so not as hot, which is quite nice. But yeah, we'll see how today goes. Morning boys, any words for the YouTube?
Sunday, send it.
Sunday,
sending it.
Also, it's Nick's birthday today, so happy birthday, Nick!
Happy birthday!
Hey. We had a party on the pole last night.
Happy 50th, Nick.
He's a bit quiet now. He's had too much.
Yeah, he had a bit of a night last night.
all
He got
party
passed around a bit, so
Too much pole dancing.
too much pole dancing. We'll let him have a little rest. Alright guys, we're all set to go. Car's back on the wheels. Done the old check over, filled up with fuel, checked all the fluids and stuff. Adjusted the tyre pressures because it's a bit cooler today. Bit of cloud cover, which is nice. And we come back in and we wasn't fully up to pressure yesterday anyway, even in the heat, which was a bit mad. So yeah, we'll see what happens today, see how the first race goes, and then we'll go from there. If I didn't mention yesterday, we did the sound check for the exhaust before we got to qualifying, just to double check, and it made 103 decibels, so it's just on the limit. I still think we're going to add some sort of muffler because we've now got no back pressure, which is not ideal on the turbo, I don't believe. So we're going to add that anyway, and just to bring it down slightly because I know that's going to get a bit awkward when we go to places like Brands because they're a bit funny about it. But you know, it's not OTT here, so we can run it. But yeah, so we're not far away. Got an hour till we're going to get called up. So yeah, I'll go get suit and boot in a minute, get ready to go, and I'll see you out there.
Race 1, we've just been called up to assembly. Making our way down. That's it then, bro.
Send it.
Here we go. Everyone's running their engines. Patiently waiting for that over there to clean off the track. We're ready to go.
Great diverse grid, and away we go with Andy Robinson, perhaps unsurprisingly getting away in front. Remember, lots of class honours to go here, so it's the Super A class car that leads Paul Neville in that's a B+ car, not an A+, as a TSL.
Definitely a B+ car, but Ian Blackley was looking to get an opportunity there in his Puma turbo-powered Puma as he's up the rear end of the RSR driven by Ben Burnell, and Stefan Marsh looking to get some extra places as he follows the bright orange Escort Cosworth. Is Ali looking at that one? There's a pair of Escorts in this field. But lots of individual battle pats going on up and down the grid, and there is our man we're looking for, number 95, Dave Cockle, as he looks to make a move through the grid when he gets past his first victim, which is the Fiesta ST Mk2.
He's done his second lap. He has done a 1:34, so we're 2 seconds up from yesterday, and unfortunately looks like James Allen has got some issues here, so we're currently first in class. Off he goes. There's some absolute animals out here today.
White leading his class as well. Stefan Marsh is the next class leader. Managed to grab a quick chat with Stefan on camera. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that one of our breaks a little bit later on. But Steph is there in 8th place leading Class A.
And doing very well considering the fact he has never raced at Croft before.
He was saying that, yeah.
Yeah, and his compadre Nick, it's his birthday today, so unfortunately he's not up here upholding the Club Racing UK honours. He's hiking on a mountain somewhere. Why would you not want to do that and not come to a beautiful race day in Croft? But,
we always say about mountains, you do it because you're there. You can.
Yeah, exactly. But Steph trying to hold on to the back of the beautiful orange Escort Cosworth. Let's have a check in on the lead from Dave Cockhill. Comes across the line.
The other class leader, if I can just drop in there, is Steve Primmett, who looks like he's on his way to another Class C win. He's only got Dave Barrett for company, but say only, Dave Barrett's been a prolific driver in this series as well, taking Class wins too.
A prolific winner, and I would say one of the most successful class winners in Class C with that car. Say for Alex Bone when he was running his car in Class C spec machinery. So Steve Primmett has been an absolute joy to watch race that beautiful historic Mark 1 Escort this year, and he pedals it well, doesn't he? So we have a look back on screen at this battle pack that's forming here. So you've got potentially 3 different classes with Stefan Marsh in Class A, you've got the orange Escort Cosworth, and you've got Ian Blackley that is holding up Class B honours at the moment. He's in 3rd place in Class B+, but he is absolutely giving it to that Escort Cosworth that's belching smoke.
I love that, it was such a great shot. Absolutely brilliant.
And Stefan Marsh in the background in his front-wheel drive Focus ST saying, come on boys, I want to play too.
Yeah, Stefan was telling me the story about the guy he bought it from. He didn't tell him he was going to use it for racing. More of that one in the interview when we catch up with him.
I think so. So if you are watching this telecast and you fancy hearing from Steph Marsh, make sure you listen to him later on. But he's certainly having a good go at Ian Blackley at the moment. You must know the cameras are on him.
Funny enough, these are the 2 guys we picked a couple of drivers to interview in the morning for the session later on. Ian Blackley was the other one who's come down from Scotland. And I've forgotten that I've commentated on Ian in the Fiestas in Scotland when he used to do the SMRC commentary as well. And he did very well in that. He said he was 4th for the first season he did. That was a fair old championship. He just loves all things sport. And you get people that have Ford cars and Ford mark running through their veins.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's most of the grid here this weekend, and some beautiful cars out there, and they drive them and they race them hard. Now there's more smoke belching from that Escort Cosworth as it comes around the corners, and Stefan is on it. He's dispatched to Ian Blackley. They've gone into the hairpin, onto the exit. He's hopefully going to get a better exit, and he is going to go after that Escort Cosworth. Stefan is on a mission.
Go on, fella, let's have a race. I'm not picking favourites here, we just want to see a dive. That's what we want to see as they go down. What a treat for everyone here at Croft to see the multi. We've got another multi-class race coming up a little bit later on, of course, with the Super Sport Endurance Cup, which we're looking forward to. What's Steph's best chance going to be?
I think it's going to be, he will hold on to the back of him through the chicane. He's going to go down the back straight and towards Tower, and I think he's going to get it hard on the brakes down the inside. He's got massive brakes on the front of that Focus, but the Escort pulls a bit of a gap on him. So he doesn't quite have the road to try it down the inside. So it's going to have to be through Sunny Inn. He's got to set it up somewhere. So I'm going to say he'll set it up through here and try for Sunny Inn. I'm going to be completely wrong.
Well, he might not do it this though. He might do it a little bit later on. But this is like the pattern of these two kind of resuming the battle they had in qualifying yesterday. Because Stefan was chasing his time, so they now be chasing it for real.
Now he really is chasing it for real. The smoke's still belching from that Escort Cosworth. I'm kind of wondering if the turbo's got an issue on it, or it's not picking up the power in some places. But Stefan nearly into the rear seats of that Escort Cosworth as they went through Sunny in and through Sunny out.
if you have a look at Club Race Anyway socials, you may find out that yes, that was quite amusing when I first saw that up here on Friday, I must say. He's still keeping on going, he's on the back, he's not going to give up the fight here, is Stefan. Scott Tolan is holding him off, but how long can he hold him off for? And now we've got traffic coming into the occasion as well. Can Stefan use this to his advantage?
Nice driving by the car, that's a chap car, isn't it? The 1.6 Fiesta. Yeah, good driving during his race.
With the familiar tiger stripes that you see adorned in many Ford race cars.
How are we doing on the time? Well, we've got a minute to go, so where are the race leaders? Trying to clock whether we're on the last lap or not, whether we are going to get another. I think we might squeeze another one out. Dave Cochrane's heading up towards Sunny at the moment, so he's going to cross the line before the clock ticks down, so this is the penultimate lap of the race.
And you know he's only pulled a 4.5 second gap to Andy Robinson, so Andy Robinson has kept him honest.
With the gap, as you say, 4.5 seconds, I'm wondering whether there's an element of Dave just sort of backing off, and you don't want to be a car breaker in race 1.
There's a race to come later on, there's quite a short turnaround, and he's going to be conserving the temperatures. One thing we haven't mentioned so far today is the heat. A lot of these higher turbo powered cars will be looking at the charge temperatures, they'll be looking at the coolant and oil temperatures and just managing it as best as they can. And the worst thing you want to do is follow another car nice and closely like Stefan Marsh is on the back of Scott Tolan. I think he's doing Morse code on the back of the bumper.
Yeah, still having a good battle, those two. That is for 6th, 7th position on track. Dave Cochran carries on his last tour. Again, a brake smoke out of Scott Tolan's car. He's come down into the complex once again. Steph not quite close enough, and you can see
he's nearly close enough.
Yeah,
I think he locked a bit of a break there, did Steph?
One more lap to have a go. Ian Blackley watching that. He's actually having a go now. Comes offline, pokes his nose to the outside. He realises that's going to be the wrong side of the track to go in. He's going to make a move, dive down the inside of the turbo. Can't quite do that. But he's certainly worrying him. He's there. And if the driver knows you there, that's half the problem. Meanwhile, about 2/3 of a lap ahead, coming around the hairpin for the last time, it is Dave Cochran. You said it could be the one to watch. You were right. John, if you're listening, take as much time as you like to chat to some of the drivers and find out a little bit more about the team.
Now let's check across the line as Scott Tolan just holds off Stefan Marsh as well. That was a fantastic race there, boys. Yes, Richard, there will be great stories up and down.
One sweaty race driver. Good times. You would do very well. You're punching the laps down, mate. Absolutely banging.
Bizcam here. These boys are working on the ABS that Steph seemed to think he lost in the last race. Tone wheel issue on the front. Elliot's on the other side doing a bolt check. Wheels and tyre change. So there's been plenty of braking going on, much to Adele's dismay. But yeah, onwards to race number 2, followed by ice cream. Yay! Woo! Vote who thinks we need to LS this for next season. What do you reckon, Steph?
Yep, I'm for it.
Bring on the powers!
Well guys, so race day, race 1 update, mega race. Don't know if you heard me on the camera on the onboard, but straight away as soon as I lined up on the grid I saw the ABS light on, so I knew we didn't have ABS. So we accounted for that straight away rather than just stomping on the brake and letting the ABS sort it out. We had to kind of modulate it a bit, which is fine. It's not a major problem. Good start. Cautious couple of laps letting the tyres get into temperature. Had 2 sort of out laps, which helped, but they were still a little bit cold on the rear. So couple of laps to try and get them in, which was good. And then we had a nice battle with the Cozzy, the orange Cozzy. He's on road tyres, which allowed us to stay with him. If he was on slicks, he would have been definitely gone. But in the braking zones and in the corners, we could close the gap. But unfortunately, on the straights, he's just got the legs on us, so he'd power away. But we'll see what we can do in race 2. See if we can kind of get. I think if we can get past, we'd have a good chance of staying ahead. If I can just get a gap on the corners before we get to the pit straight again, because otherwise they just blow past me. But we'll see what we can do, see what happens. But mega race, great fun. Apart from the ABS, the car's fine. Gazebo's about to blow away. There's a breeze from nowhere, which is lovely. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, right, I better help them. So I'll catch you in a bit. See you after race 2. Right guys, so we've been called off early. We're heading down. The guy who knew the beats has gone down. We'll see what we can do, eh? Full send to the end.
Called up for race 2. Off Steph goes to assembly. Let's have it, boy. Race 2 is underway. Off they go. Now the question is this time, James Allen is back out of mechanical situation. Can he keep him at bay? Can he keep him behind him? Let's find out.
We're going to do the white Chopsling Escort showing quite nicely there on that second row, so he's going to be gunning again. Lots to talk about, as Rob said. As we look at Stefan Marsh, who's already slotted himself between 2 cars. He's taken 1 place up already and made the start, so a cracking start for him. But it's the Ford Falcon, unsurprisingly, it gets away with full level in 2nd position as they have a good sort out behind.
And Stefan Marsh sideways into the 2nd corner. He unfortunately, there's contact again. Unfortunately, he's had contact with Scott Toland in the Escort Cosworth who he was battling with in race 1. It looks like he got a loose back end on the Focus with cold tyres. He looked to take the advantage, but unfortunately it resulted in a bit of contact. They carried on going as everyone battles line to stern. Now let's have a look out for James Allen on the first few corners. He's gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 spots. I can tell that he's gained there. Could he get it into 2nd position before the end of lap 1?
That would be a huge ask, wouldn't it, for him? Again, we've been sort of encouraging our crowds on the banks to watch the cars making their way through the field. James Allen making good progress there, passes the Puma that we were talking about, so a bit of a shout out for our sponsor, co-sponsor of the meeting. James Allen on his way with the Falcon already, Andy Robinson already at the complex with full level in pursuit. He's not that far back, is he, James Allen?
No, he is not. He's already dispatched of another sponsor of the round in Stefan Marsh in the Club Racing UK back Focus, and he is already on the back of the Escort Cosworth. As they go into the hairpin, I have a feeling he's going to try and make a move on the back straight here now, although the car doesn't have the same massive horsepower as your likes of Dave Cockhill and Andy Robinson. That car is so highly strung. Effectively, it is built like a touring car. It's a fantastic bit of kit, set up really well, but when James gets the hammer down, he can pedal it. The time's coming through. He's at 140 on that lap, as opposed to Andy Robinson, who got a 131, and he is gapping the rest of the field, trying to get enough space between him because he knows James Allen's coming.
Doing so well. The other thing about this, a lot of these self-engineered cars, and of course it's one thing to be a quick driver, but when you're the engineer of that car as well, there aren't too many classes where you see great engineers, stroke builders, racing those cars as well, will be doing modified Ford Series.
Absolutely, almost reminds you of the days of the old school Thunder Saloons, doesn't it? So,
Isn't that still sort of being mentioned in this talk? This is effectively it though, isn't it?
Effectively, yes. There is another Thunder Saloon Championship available on a different package, but no, the modified Ford Series. So here's Stefan Marsh down the inside of Scott Toland, and he gets the move done into Sunny End. What he couldn't do in race 1, he's managed to do here. Now, the question is, can he hold that position? And that's Cosworth got a problem because he gained a lot of ground there.
We had that clatter earlier on. I was going to ask at the time, Rob, whether that little coming together would have affected them at all.
It could have done, especially if they've clashed wheels. It can knock geometry out. It can damage components. At the moment, he looks like he's going well. Now, keeping up with James Allen, he's dispatched Ben Purnell in the Escort, who had gear shifter problems in race 1, and he is now on the back of David Guthrie, having also dispatched of Kevin White in the Fiesta. So we are on to lap 2. Andy Robinson leading with Paul Neville second, and it looks like James Allen is about to get into the top 3 for the first time.
Stefan's been repassed by Scott Toller. They've really entertained us over the last 2 races, and is that orange or yellow car? It's a bit weird on the screen.
It's a bit weird colour. It's a bit tangerine.
It's tangerine. Bit of tango, couldn't you?
Yeah, the bit of the tangerine machine. Racing, and unfortunately it looks like he is off the road at turn 2.
So do we know, does that mean your trump card's better than his this year?
3 laps in, we are doing, last lap was 137, but lap before 134. He is currently second in class. James Allen is absolutely flying up the top there, but that thing's an absolute animal.
Pass off.
How many DNFs you had?
2.
Oh, right.
Less said about that, the better. Back on screen, we've still got this battle raging between Scott Toland and Stefan Marsh. Stefan's still got his eyes for the tangerine.
Second place battle about to happen, with Paul Neville just exiting tower for our director, being closed in on by James Allen. So P2 about to be challenged for, possibly got closing up now. Those 2. Here we go into.
While he was fighting with Paul Neville, that is gutting for James Allen and his team.
James Allen is in. I don't know what's going on now, but Allen is in. This is going to pop Steph back up again. Hopefully it's only a quick in and out. Quick in and out. Very close though as he pulls out. He's just behind him, but
Now I'm wondering,
It's reset itself, so he's
Yeah.
going back out.
yeah, now there's two things you can do there, isn't there? One is go back through park firm and go back to paddock, or go back out. But I'm wondering, I think he did the right thing, because if he's not sure, the last thing he wants to do is get stranded and have to do a whole lap or park up.
I'm wondering if he's hit the reset switch on his panel. Something maybe tripped in his car and said, I don't like this, and it's put the fail-safe in. He's managed to put a reset on it, and he is right behind Stefan Marsh and the tangerine machine of Scott Tollett.
We get to see that battle again.
There we go.
Okay, we wanted to see him try and have a little dice with Paul, which was great that was there. The super drive from James, and we get to see him do the battling again. So he's closing up on Stefan Marsh. He just likes the TV time, doesn't he? He's making up for it.
I think he does, and what you've got there is two very similar shaped cars, and what you have is a picture of the modified Fords, how far you can modify these cars to suit your budget. So James has put so much time and effort in his car over the years. Stefan does exactly the same. Stefan, you know, they won't mind me saying this, Stefan doesn't quite have the budget to put as much into his car as he can. He does what he can with what he's got. So you've got two contrasting values between two very similar shaped cars, but James Allen's already dispatched of Stefan Marsh, and he's round the outside of Scott Tollett into the complex. And whatever problems he has seems to have potentially reset themselves.
On his best lap, 2 seconds a lap quicker than Paul Neville, so are we going to see him up and scrapping possibly?
I think so.
For second position again. Paul has got a massive lead on him though at the moment.
He has, but you know, that lap time by James Allen, you cannot discount that, a 1:29.0. And our race leader
Just behind. Allen's got in front again. Marsh going on.
Mr. Andy Robinson, his best lap time was a 1:28.8. That is rapid. He leads quite handsomely from Paul Neville. Now let's check up on James Allen, and it looks like he hasn't managed to get away from the Cosworth again.
He's got
the same
again,
problem
yeah.
again. Oh, that's gutting.
Seems to be on that part, doesn't he? He's not going to pit again, I don't think, this time.
It's almost like he has to hit a reset switch. Almost like he turns the ignition off and on again to reset everything and gets going.
Both having a tussle around the corner. James is back behind Steph again.
Okay, well, one of the two as James Allen carries on.
He's had a bit of bodywork hanging off the back. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of bodywork hanging on the back of the Escort going through. So I'm wondering if that is from the attack with Stefan Marsh earlier, or perhaps a new bit of contact.
A bit of orange peel.
Very good, very good. A bit of orange peel on the car there. That's good.
That's about as good as you get. I'm going home now. That's it.
I like that. Good effort.
Paul Neville, he's well clear. Paul might be able to hang on to second here because, yeah, Stefan, as we said, has had that repeating problem. But done well, we come up into 6th place, so a cracking drive. Do you have a driver of the round, or have you got
we order these, or
I am due to pick one.
are you?
And
That is always the poison chalice, isn't it?
It is always the poison chalice. I'm going to wait for the results of this race. I've got a couple in mind.
You don't have to do it on air. You can mull it over a little bit later on.
I did think that was going to get a bit. And James Allen's cut out again. Whatever problems he's got, it's around that hairpin. It's almost like he's losing oil pressure or something. He has to reset the ECU and go again.
See, I would not know that. This is why it's great to have you with the technical knowledge.
I'll be honest. I
know, but that's what we need. You know, you need to. What could it be? And
Well, it only ever seems to happen around that complex. So I'm wondering if the turn right and then the turn left is moving the oil and then losing pressure somewhere. Something's not happy. He can then reset the ECU, or something then cuts back in, and he can go again. But James Allen, unfortunately, only holding 7th at the moment after being the second quickest car in terms of lap time all race. He was on for that second place overall, and indeed looked like he was going to be chasing down for the win. But he currently sits 7th behind these two Dyson pair again.
Now these cars have to be at a certain age, don't they? Because you're not allowed newer Fords in this.
Anything pre-2013 we allow.
Does that mean that the spares getting into sort of current classic or recent classic status are more expensive?
They can be if you're smart about it.
Look at Stefan Marsh.
Stefan Marsh down the inside. Go on, Steph. He's had a great move down the inside. James Allen's going to have a go as well. And he gets alongside the Tangerine Dream.
Oh, they were a band, weren't they? You probably don't know.
Oh, he's sideways. Just tried to get down the inside of Stefan Marsh. There he tries again. And he hits Stefan Marsh. Tolan tags him. Oh, that's such a shame.
Are they mates? They were.
They were. We'll have to see what happens afterwards, but unfortunately, a bit of contact there.
That's a shame. That is a massive, massive shame. That's definitely stuffed. Oh, I thought that stuffed.
No, he's going again. He's just going to check the back of the car, make sure everything's wiggling as it should. And James Allen following it. It's almost every lap now on that same part of the circuit that James Allen has to reset the car and then go again. But Scott Tolan, I think, was going for a gap that was always going to close from Steph turning in. And James Allen was there at around 2, and unfortunately it resulted in a bit of contact for the Escort Cosworth. Luckily, they're still going. A bit more orange peel on the Tangerine Dream as they go down the straight. James Allen getting a little bit comfy on the outside.
James looking to the outside as they go through Tower Bend, and if he can hold on to that line, he may. Well, he's not going to do that, so it might be a cut back instead. But again, just struggling on that corner. We know he's not going to be able to do anything on pass 4 coming into the complex a little bit later on. Marshall struggles on behind them. It's still Andy Robinson from Paul Neville and Ben Purnell who is next up.
Scott Tolan having a bit of a grassy moment there as well. I'm wondering if he's now struggling with the handling of that car. He may have bent a bit of the steering with the contact that he had with Steph, but it certainly rotated Stefan round. It doesn't look like Stefan's got any issues with his car, but he's following a bit further behind now, and James Allen able to get going. Now let's have a look at James going into the hairpin. There's the Scott Tolan Escort Cosworth, but just up the road. So James turns into the hairpin. Can he get on the power coming out? No, it's done exactly the same thing again. It's cutting out. It's always around that left-hander.
Loses a shed load of places. It's a shame for James Allen. What an entertaining drive we had from him from the back of the grid. The team have worked so hard, and I'm guessing other people in the paddock to try and help get it out.
He's always got a good team of people there with him, and working away on the car to get it ready at each round. All immaculately dressed. I think he's got the whole uniforms and everything with his logo on. Always immaculately prepared car and team from James Allen. But here is our man as the clock counts down to
Escort, and Kevin White with a brilliant drive, 4th place. And for me, oh, there's more contact. James Allen's around, and that is Scott Tolan. They've had more contacts around the complex at the back, and Stefan Marsh goes through to take the place. So it looks like there's been some further contact round. James Allen's car is stationary, and Scott Tolan has managed to get underway. Stefan Marsh is going to come through and take 5th overall, but unfortunately it looked like there was some further contact on that last lap.
We're on the last lap. Where's James Allen? He's gone again. We're back into P1. The checkered flag is flying. Well done, man. Well done.
First place, Stefan Marsh. Right, we didn't have anyone in Super B, so that makes it easy. No, and in Class A, it's that man again, Stefan Marsh. Turns out there was someone in Super B for race 2 that finished, but not only that, he stuck.
Show us the goodness. Whoa!
Right guys, so back in from race 2 and back in from sitting with the clock for ages. Had a good start, and then went sideways. Rear's a bit too cold still. Held it pretty well, and then yeah, I don't really know what happened with that Cozzy. Then just, I don't know. He said he just had nowhere to go, and then tapped in the side of me. But watching the live stream back, it was a bit further around the corner, so I'm not too sure what happened there. But then that stove the door and everything in, which has then damaged the seal. And then had a pretty good race after that for a while. James had some issues, and then he kept catching back up. But James is way faster than me, so I just point out the window and let him go. There's no point racing him really. I know he's in my class and we should race, but you know, I can slow him down and defend hard into a corner. As soon as you get to a straight, it's going to blast past anyway, so there's no point wasting my time. I was more, you know, I know that because he's not in my class, but we were similar around the track, so we could have a good race. So I was more interested in trying to have a good race with him than fighting James. So I kept letting James go, and then yeah, and then going into the complex, I've got a bit of a run on him. I've overtaken him. Going into the complex, and then yeah, the tight right, and I don't know, watching back on the live stream, looks like it was a bit of a dive. He said we were slowing because James was slowing. I can't really remember if that was the case, but yeah, he turned us and then hit us again whilst we were sideways, which just stove the rear quarter in, and then that had an incident later on. So you know, we've been in a Clark for ages, there's no point fucking around and trying to, you know, lay blame and all the rest of it, because at the end of the day, you're going to get a fine and points and all the rest of it, so ain't going to fix fuck all, ain't going to change the outcome of anything, so what's the point? So it's all been deemed as a racing incident. We'll move on. Picked up 2 first places, so in the unofficial championship, that put us up there a bit more, unfortunately. So yeah, so we'll move on from that. So I don't know if the boys have shown you the damage. Obviously the wheels are, we put the wets on for them, so the door's gone in, rear quarter, rear bumper as well. Oh, bastard. Yeah, if I can open the door.
You have to.
No, it's
you have to yank it.
Yeah.
No idea.
But then, no ice creams. So then all the seals gone in, so yeah, it's all a bit knackered. Biz, we're just going to get some ice creams, but the ice cream man's gone, so that's a bummer, isn't it? That's really disappointing me for my day, really.
The day off, properly.
Yeah, no
ice cream
fucking ice cream.
gone. Disappointing.
So, I mean, that's about it for the day. Anyone got anything to add? Got anything to add, Jay?
Overall, we did well though. We did get a couple of trophies.
Yeah, we got some trophies.
We did well. It's still running. We just got a little bit of banging the camera into it.
It was also the best modified Ford Series event I've ever been to.
Yeah, well, this was the only one. So, but at least we can say that. So yeah.
There we go.
If only they fixed the car, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we're going to start loading up and then load the car back up and then start the ridiculously long drive home. So before we go, I just want to say a massive thank you to the boys, Jay and Alec, for helping us out on the car all weekend. It's been absolutely mega. It's a long drive, but thank you so much for them to getting up there, keeping me going, keeping the car going. It's been fantastic. And a massive thanks to Biz and Dell for coming to help support, helping out with the car and stuff, and bringing us supplies when we ran out of beer and food and drinks and ice cream. So again, a massive thanks to them, and we couldn't have done it without you because it's been roasting. So thank you so much. That's about it for this one, guys. So if you want to keep up to date with everything we're getting up to, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop in the comments what do you think of the car and all the rest of it. If you I'll mix in some of the live streams so you'll see it. Drop in the comments, guys. Let us know what you thought, what happened during the races, and we will see you on the next one. So that's it from me, so I'll see you later. So bye everyone. Bye. See you down.